How to make a Trapsoul type beat. I always like to make those kind of dark R&B Trapsoul type beats like Partynextdoor. So today let's make one. This is basically a bass if you want to search those type of sounds on your VSTs, no matter what VSTs you like to use. Search for bass, and usually we have those long bass with some kind of texture. So this is one of those. And I like to remove the bass with the EQ. So as you can see, this is really a bass. But I like to remove this to let only like this texture. So for real, this can be even a lead. You can use a lead if you want to. A lead in a lower part, it will work too. Because the bass I like to make separately after, so that's why I cut this. And I like to start. Let's pick some kind of key right here. Minor. I always like to make stuff like this on minor. Let's go to D. So let's make something on D minor. Now the grid right here is already set for D minor. This is only a tool that you can use on FL Studio 21. The 20 doesn't have this option right here. But yeah, if you have FL Studio 21, go right here. You can pick if you want a minor, natural. This is a minor key, or a major. Major usually are happy stuff, and minor like sad stuff. So we are going to like dark and mysterious vibes, so I'm going to pick minor. And right here you can pick any key that you want, so I pick D. So when you do this, the grid right here behind it will change. So those bright lines right here will be the notes that are inside of the key, and those dark lines will be outside of the key. So I like to start as we pick the D. We are going to start right here with D. So we can start with the one. Let's start right here. Let's make a D. And now I always like to use a very slow BPM. Let's put right here something like, yeah, 90. 90 is great. 90. Now we're going to make something really simple. Just pick the white lines, bright lines to make a progression. This we will build up progression over it, but just build something very simple like this. Just one note, dun 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 dun. Let me see, just 3 chords. Let's keep just 3 chords. I could make the 4th note, but let's make just 3 chords. Now I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to make a pad. So go on your pads, on your VSTs, and search for some kind of mysterious dark pad, something that you like, and paste this. So we have exactly same stuff repeating. Let's put this octave higher. Alright, so we are going to build chords over it. How we are going to build chords? You see those bright lines. Only see the bright lines. You make one on the bright line, right? Because it's inside of the key. The next bright line is right here. We skip this one and make right here. And the next bright line, we skip it and make right here. And you do the same for every chord right here. So right here, bright line, we skip the first, boom. Bright line, boom. Make one here, bright line, boom. Bright line, boom. And then we build the chords. Other way that you can do this is only using white notes. If you're only using white notes, we work the same. Just make a white note, skip a white note, skip a white note, then you build chords. So if I drag this to this right here, this is the key. They always use bright notes. We hear bright note, white notes, skip, skip, done. White note, skip this one, boom, right here, skip this one, and right here. So you can do this with white notes or the way that I just did. Now let's start to build this stuff. I like to make some volume automations. You don't need to, but I like to. It's kind of my style, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to pick the pad, and I'm going to go right here on the volume and create automation clip. Now every time the chord starts right here, boom, 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 I'm going to decrease the volume. It will be something like this. Like this. Okay, now let's add some vocal samples. We're going to record the vocal samples from scratch. So, something like this. Said and done. So let's record this. Said and done. Something like this, very simple. Now I'm going to put right here on a preset that I have for vocals. And what is the presets? The presets is very simple, just those three stuffs right here: auto-tune, EQ, and reverb. And I like to make a delay too. A delay I usually use on other mixer stuff, but on auto-tune we will have to make D minor, which is the key. The EQ, something like this. You can work it out, this stuff, if you want to. And a reverb. And now I like to go right here on the audio clip. I mean the audio that we just recorded. And let's go over here on Stretch Pro and change the format. Something like this. We can change the pitch if you want to. And I like to change a bit the audio. I like to make some fade-ins like this. Let's make some fade-ins right here. Alright, I think I like it. So this will be the vocal sample. We can use in the intro. Now, I like to make some very simple melodies over it. In this type of beat, we want to make simple melodies, because simple will keep like the dark and mysterious vibe. If you do too much melodies around this, we will kinda lose those kind of mysterious dark sounds, so I always like to keep it simple. Something simple, like this. Now let's make the drums. Now let's add a bass. And the bass will be those exactly same notes that we just started. I like bass like this. You can use a trap bass too, it doesn't matter. But in this case I'm going to go for this kind of bass. Let me try octave lower. Changing the octave a little bit, change these notes to this octave, these notes to this octave very fast. But it's the same notes. And I like to make a version for the verse, which the bass will be a little bit caught by the snare. So I'm going to make other pattern right here, where we are going to cut the bass every time the snare hits, which will be like this. We have a snare right here, right here, right here, right here. So bass always be cut by the snare. So this is the verse. And if you want to learn more about music production, about making beats, there is my online course the link is on the description. It will be the first link on the description you can start right now because it's an online course, so you can check it out if you want to. Now, let's just make the structure of the beat. I actually liked this, like starting already like this. I mean, we can start it like slowly, like something like this. Oh, we need to add a crash. Let's remove the vocals for the chorus. Now let's make the verse right here. The verse, I always like to remove most of the stuff. Second part of the verse I like to change a bit. So this is fine. So let's repeat it again, everything, the chorus all over it. So select everything, shift, drag to the sides, now we duplicate it. I'm going to keep the vocals on the second chorus, just to be a little different. But this will be the chorus. Let's make this a little lower. Let's decrease the volume a bit for the chorus. Alright, now we need to repeat everything. Will be the last chorus right here. The last chorus and the outro. And I forgot, the bass on the chorus is long. It's like this. So this is it. If you like it, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next video. And if you want to learn more about music production, there is my online course. First link on the description. Now let's give it a play so you can hear the whole beat.